If you're taking your dog to the beach, you want to make sure that you're getting photos of your dog playing at the ocean, but you don't just want to rely on putting your dog in front of the water and taking a pretty photo with the oceanscape behind them. You need to get creative after you get those wave photos. So what do you do to help add details, to get some unique angles to the photos that you are taking? We want to start looking around in other areas. Everybody's going to take a photo of their dog in front of the ocean. You should absolutely have it. Those really are my favorites. But we also want to make sure we're thinking about photos before we even walk out onto the beach. One of my favorite creative photos to take is walking down the row out to the beach. Most beaches are going to be in an area where you have to walk from the street and where you're parking into the ocean area. This is usually going to have a nice pathway. It's going to have sand up on the side just like this, and usually there are going to be dunes there. This is going to give you a really good opportunity to create leading lines in your photos. So the ocean may or may not be in the background. It may be lower than where that sand level is going to be. Either way, that's totally fine. But when you do this, you have the leading lines of the aisle that you're walking down. You've got those beautiful grassy moments with the dunes, but you also have the sky. The sky over the ocean is almost always absolutely elite. You're getting beautiful colors, especially if you're going during sunrise or sunset. You're going to get just a striking image full of color and full of life and full of those leading lines. You also have the sand, which is going to be neutral for you, and that is going to allow you to really put the focus on your dog, show the beachy vibes, but really keep that focus on your dog. And your dog is going to be walking around. Typically, most dogs will turn around to check on you while you're walking up, especially if they haven't been to the ocean in a while. And so that's going to be a really good opportunity for you to get a creative photo. Outside of that, we can start thinking about the dunes in general. You can go out to the beach, and whether or not your dog loves the ocean, the water, the waves, playing, swimming, all those things, you can turn your dog around to face the opposite side of the ocean. And there's almost always going to be a hill of sand that you can take photos near, or a hill with sand and the dunes. And that's going to make for really great photos. Because we have the neutral color sand in the background that acts as almost like a neutral background to make your dog pop. But then we've got the life with all of the grass there, all of the dunes. It's going to be really nice. And if they are moving in the wind, that's also going to add a painterly look to the photos that you're taking. And if you're taking video, the waviness of that grass looks really, really cool. So making sure that you're putting your dogs near, in front of, or even in the dunes makes for really creative photos. And then if you are out on the beach, another really great one, whether your dog likes the ocean or not, is going to be to put a sand blanket down and sit on the blanket with your dog and film or take photos over your shoulder toward the ocean. You want to get that ocean in the background, but if your dog is a little bit nervous, or if they're just really excited to get in the water, you need to keep them in place, you are there to comfort them. So you have your arms around them, they're sitting in your lap, between your legs, they're going to be watching the ocean, they're going to be looking at you, you might get the kisses and the cuddles. Makes for a really fun photo time for you and for your pup. And then bonus points, if your dog does not like the ocean and does not want to be near the waves like my poor Gemma, you can sit on that sand blanket, and while you're sitting there cuddling and hanging out, just kind of turn your back to the ocean and take that photo of you and your dog with the ocean in the background. So that way you're getting the waves, but you're not traumatizing your dog while you're doing that. So you've got a lot of options from the walkway into the ocean, all the way to the dunes and the grasses and those hills, all the way to the blankets that you can be sitting on to get creative angles for your photos and for your videos as you document your dog's time at the beach, whether or not they're the type of dog who wants to go swimming in the water. There's tons of other photo opportunities you can take at the beach and elsewhere, so I've got a full playlist on how to document your dog's life in photos and videos, and a full travel playlist to help you level up your travel with your dog so that it is not stressful on either of you and is safe, productive, happy, and fun while you're out and about with your pup. Drop your questions and we'll see you in tomorrow's daily episode.